as well.
And we're getting into the thick of it here. Soon we're going to be heading into our game. But first, of course, we're going to get some more info for the players and take a look at the maps. Oh, there. Rushing through the slides here. All right, let's not miss this one. We have Concealed Hill, Last Refuge, Northern Isles, Tidehunters, and Twisted Meadows, Happy, Vetoes, AZ, and Terranas. Pretty standard. Colorful, Vetoes, Turtle Rock, and Echo Isles. I think especially against Happy, that is a very reasonable pick. And we are again left with rather normal maps, if you want to call them that.
Yeah, but giving Happy Twisted is also very dangerous. You have to make a choice between Echo Isles and Twisted, I guess, in that regard. Happy's band's totally clear. Turtle Rock also pretty clear. And then we start on Northern Isles. Concealed, of course, the Night Elf map alongside Last Refuge. These maps are pretty similar in that regard. And Happy with Tidehunters as well, where you can counter-expand. Man, this is gonna be a lot of aggression. Happy's Undead versus Night Elf is as oppressive as it gets with super fast pushes. And here we go. Emperor on the way. Who of these guys will have a deeper lower bracket run? Both had a lot of games to do. 2 weeks of tournaments, not too much of a break. Do they both have what it takes? Do they still have the resilience on the final day? If they want to make it to the grand final, it's 2 series and then a best of 7. A long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
From 1-0 before, we saw lots of expansion plays, which looked, in fact, quite successful against Cajo in most cases. Demon first is not perhaps the best hero at pressuring expansions, but it can work. But you need to have your scouting on point. But then again, does Colorful even have to be too concerned with Happy's expansion play? Perhaps not. Happy normally reserves that only for very few maps.
Yeah, there's a lot of game tape out there for both of the players. Colorful has played against Undead before, against 1-0 where it looked pretty sharp, against Labyrinth, of course, which is a very different map. Happy has played Cajo and, of course, Moon, so they both could study their opponents. And the big question is, are there any curveballs, any new unit compositions, any hero choices, any creep routes, any timings that we haven't seen yet and they were saved for the final day?
Yeah, to be honest, I wouldn't expect anything too revolutionary for Colorful. He's never really been that kind of player. He relies on his execution and fundamentals, and those he can normally trust in. Those normally look really good. Happy oftentimes does much of the same, but he is known as the best micro player of all time. Well, not according to Carson, that's so in then, but some others would say that.
Yeah, you know, there's something in the water over there in Western Canada. I don't know what it is. But WC3 Happy coming in with a sub. Dear ladies and gentlemen, now that I have your attention, Neo and Remo are what keeps this game alive. Let's show them some love and donate, sub, and spread the word. Couldn't say this any better. Matthias, thank you.
That's very kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We do our best and are honored to be a little part of the scene. And of course, love this game as much as all of you guys. And today we'll find out who our king is, for the time being at least. Demon already able to, ooh, juicy detonate, Happy for once, not splitting the skellies perfectly.
Oh, wow.
And not the worst start.
Quite ahead of me there. Maybe use the Discord then. The ghouls are under pressure. Ensnare coming in. Demon Hunter might be surrounded. He's very, very tanky. The coil misses. Happy with some problems at the start. And yeah, you can see it in his facial expression. Not satisfied with this early game. Rare to see these mistakes and losses early.
Yeah, for Happy standards, this is a disaster. Losing 2 ghouls in the early game, for most undeads, that's normal. For Happy, that is like a once in a leap year occurrence. And Colorful with a great punish, and it's mostly thanks to that great detonate. Well played. And Happy seeing that he must pay close attention here against Colorful. He has a 100% win rate so far, but that doesn't need to last.
Colorful bask in the glory of this play for a second. Love to see it. Next item, parry up the vitality. Very, very tanky. And you know what? I don't hate it. For years, we've been talking about stacked liches and mana potions. But this matchup in the past 7 days has all also been about hero focus, whether it's here in TP League or yesterday X-Lord versus Kevin in Meisterschaft. So having a tanky DK Lich Naga is not the worst thing to have.
Yeah, I would agree, especially on the Naga. Quite nice. But we've been seeing less and less Naga second. I would expect a Lich second here once more, but a Naga third most likely still then in the end. Pretty passive early with the exception of that one move by Colorful. It's mainly creeping here, and both heroes about to get level 3. Second drink for Happy, really light on the damage side.
Yeah, exactly. And also very light on the harass side. How often have we seen a DK and a handful of ghouls right in the Night Elf's face? All stopped due to that one start that you pointed out. Will we have boots? Or is it a staff? Or just a circlet? Just a circlet. No movement speed, but everything else boosted.
Nice sentry in the middle. Colorful has good vision here. Happy selling the rings, unsurprisingly. And does keep the parry up. Wants to boost up the HP of either Lich or Naga later. And tier 3 is coming. Happy's gonna have the lead here. But look at all the gold for Colorful, dude. 1200 already. That's of course a nice benefit of not going for boots. You got more cash to spend elsewhere.
Waiting for tier 2 to finish, and now it's time to spend all this gold. Double Lord, tier 3, second hero, Naga, it is. Wisp sniped, can't use it for the detonate, but the DK is on the left-hand side. That means the middle is free, and maybe we have to question what is Happy doing there.
I think he's just trying to find some wisps. Maybe he's waiting for the Lich to come out to be able to do something again. But the Sentry Ward in the middle is covering amazingly for Colorful. And with the Book of the Dead, he could continue to creep here if he wants to.
Oh, is it time? Absolutely. One of the best items on the map. The Rune Bracers have a high win rate here. Happy not going for the steal. We take a look. Devotion Aura, absolutely fantastic. DK quite low already. But Colorful is paying full attention to the creep spot. He has to clean this up because here's the Lich.
This has been an amazing early so far for Colorful. No archers go down, 2 ghouls killed, decent creeping, got both middle items. This is about as good as the Night Elf can hope against Happy.
I agree. And no losses, as you said, makes things very cheap in terms of moon juice, in terms of what you need to creep. And the tier 3 is about to unfold, but same goes for Happy. Fiend, statues, and of course, Black Citadel on the horizon. Then it's ghouls and Destro time, and this is where Colorful has to hold.
The consumables here are a big deal. Colorful would have loved to get a big invul or heal potion. It's only the mana potion for the Naga. But if she gets level 3, that could be pretty nice as well. But with only level 1 Fog Lightning, you know, it's not that big of an impact. We'll see if we can get that level. Ideally, the knife would love to be level 4 and 3 when the undead push hits. Can he get there?
Oh, it's tough. Frenzy has started. The 9-minute 30 push is now an 8-minute push. Acolyte once again, ready for the backup at the gold mine. DK 3.7. Can he get evasion unlocked? This will require a lot of moon juice, but that's alright, especially if the bears come out for reju. Tremendous help. Oh, just inches away from that important level up, but Ancient of War is moving back, bears are coming out, and Happy taking a pit stop.
Yeah, I like the timing here on the Ancient of War a lot. Team Hunter now back at home, ready to heal. Good base build as well. I think it's important to have many entrances and exits to the back of the base between the Moonwells. I think it's a big mistake to wall off your base like we saw before, but there's only one way to get in and out. Then the bears get stuck, you get shot from range, and it doesn't work out. And Happy is backing up. We've been seeing that more and more recently. The Night Elves seem to have gotten ready against the push, and the Undeads don't want to risk it all again.
This is very similar to what the Orcs did, especially Lyn did, when Happy was so impressive with Ghoul Destroyer push. On the Orc side, it was 2 burrows fortified plus 1 tower, and then a lot of wasted time for Happy when he's trying to poke into that base. But of course, there's a backup plan, and that is the Haunted Gold Mine. 9 minutes has been survived. Levels on the horizon, destroyers out, bear master training available. Is it time to fight already with the backstab on that rat spot?
Demon Hunter's nice and tanky. Doesn't have the boots, makes things a bit more difficult. We've had no burns really to start this fight.
Alright, maybe we get it now. Nuke on the Demon Hunter, but redo pretty much immediately. And it went through. No Dispel. He kind of missed that for a second. Lots of healing here, of course. He just wants this level 4 for evasion, but hard to get. Bear is attacking the Fiends. DK in the middle of it all. So is the Demon Hunter, but gently moved back, tanking that Nova. There's another one. Slowly but steady, you gotta get ready. Staff is on cooldown. Bear falling. That's level 4 though. Can you survive? Fork Lightning to get another ghoul out of this. On the back of this fight, of course, Happy is building an expansion. Demon Hunter is satisfied with what he got. Happy kills 2 more archers. Perfect execution in the past seconds of that fight. And it's all pretty even with a slight advantage to Happy.
Yeah, the Demon Hunter here didn't really come into effect fully. It took a long time until he got the burns out, and I think he also didn't really get much DPS in there. Whenever he was approaching, he was getting slowed down, and that is one of the dangers of not having boots. It's really hard to get into range to actually become effective. I think Happy has realized this now. The ability to punish the fact when there is no boots. At least Colorful knows about the expansion. He saw it with the Wisp, and he's rebuilding the army.
No talents just yet. Hood of Cunning on the other side. And while we have a moment, thank you Alaska State Walker 3 team for the 31-month and 84-month sub for Pivo Frag. Happy anniversary, guys. That is indeed 7 years. Thank you so much.
Alright, Colorful now with the 4-3 levels. His best time to fight might be right now, before the expansion has truly paid off. Happy's close to the double level up on Lich and DK, but he's not quite there yet. The best opportunity to win this game is within the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Colorful had the choice to go for the red spot, but the levels are already there, so he used his time to go for the shop and position himself for that push. Haunted Goldmine hasn't paid off yet, isn't fully saturated. If he can take this fight, the door is wide open, but of course Happy is in position. Nuke on the bear immediately. Staff or kill? Kill it is. Level 4. Destroyer, not taking that much time. The front line quickly evaporates. We go for the Lich, but there is another coil. Maybe the last one, as there's no consumables here. Demon Hunter, no Invo Potion, needs to be staffed in and out again. Level 3 Lich, careful. Bear killed, I think, another Fiend, but died anyway. And what's left for Colorful? Not much. Happy with the Stellar fight.
Demon Hunter now able to heal and will be rejoining with the staff, but it seems like the fight is already over. Happy, I think, with the right call to morph all the destroyers to quickly take out the bears, and in a new statue coming in right behind as reinforcement. Some acolytes, though, are going down, but Colorful's army now is looking tiny.
Exactly, but what if these destroyers have no mana? More or less dead supply. It is the spell and very little damage. Chasing now onto the Naga, can't get her. No consumables to work with. Still, the Fiend damage and the Lich damage is sufficient though. 2 volleys and the Dryad is gone despite the 1 armor upgrade that we have. No more Fork Lightning, just the right clicks and plenty of coils for Happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Something perhaps we didn't mention enough, Happy's positioning on the DK has been excellent, avoiding so many mana burns. It was also made a bit more easy for him because of the lack of boots. And now he's chasing for the kill.
Naga. Destroyers just tickle, but if the other Naga reaches for a second, that hero would be dead or forced into an Invo Potion. Dodges the coil almost off screen. But Colorful, yeah, he knows it. That wasn't the greatest mid and late game for Colorful, and Happy takes map number 1.
Yeah, good start for Happy. For Colorful, excuse me, with the 2 ghoul kills early. That was quite nice, and he was able to secure the main base very well. Happy couldn't push in, couldn't do any damage there, but the fight out in the open, that one didn't go well enough. That one went to Happy. And I mentioned the boots before. Not having those were kind of problematic for Colorful, maybe, but we saw from Kaho, you can also do it without boots, albeit it's going to be more difficult. But the big upgrade, I saw that later, that was missing, he didn't have Abolish. In the first fight, for the longest time, didn't have Abolish, couldn't counter Frost Armor in any way, and that was the big mistake that really came to punish him.
Hurt him indeed. Thank you, Vicious, for the 78-month resub. And the Cookie Monster for 37 months. Some long-time fans coming in here. Thank you guys for staying with us and supporting us for such a long time. There is definitely room for improvement for both players. Happy didn't have the best early game that he was hoping for. Also, his big Ghoul Frenzy and Destroyer push didn't necessarily work out, but he had a solid backup plan. Colorful, not the most efficient player I've ever seen fighting into mana destroyers. Rough to do. Maybe take some time, take an easier fight, grab another potion and then fight. Maybe getting the red spot would have been better, but who knows? Concealed Hill is next, and that is nowadays Night of Territory.
Yeah, this can be a very good map for creeping up the Demon and Naga. If you have a good early game, maybe claim the red camp, go for the lab, go for the natural. And maybe most importantly, it doesn't have enough creeps to really supply tons of experience for the undead triple hero. But a lot, again, comes down to the early game. Colorful had a good early with a tiny lead, but it wasn't amazing. But you always got to be on edge against Happy. If he runs away with the early game and with the experience advantage, you're going to be in trouble very quick.
Okay, then. Happy, I think, left his chair. Maybe a little more water. Maybe finally changing into the Fred Perry shirts. We've been missing the Fred Perry shirts all TP League, Remo. What's up with that? Usually at least when it's Championship Sunday, we got the blue shirt or we got the black shirt. What's up, man?
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to uncurse the other shirts or maybe bless more of his other wardrobe. I didn't know you paid such a close attention to his apparel. I thought that was Todd's job.
Well, Todd is busy practicing for ESL Meisterschaft later. Oh, look, Happy, a little tired. Or wasn't that enough sleep tonight? Or allergies. Or we don't know. What we do know is that Happy has a 1-0 lead and is 2 maps away from a lower bracket final and a top 3 performance than up against Kaho. Colorful has to bring it back now. Neutral playground goes to his opponent, but there's plenty of room to catch up.
Colorful, if he wants to, could bust out a keeper expansion strat, but that normally isn't really his favorite playstyle. Maybe on Tidehunters, we might see that, but here, Demon Hunter seems the most likely. And there's a cool opening here for Night Elf available if the opportunity is given to him. If Happy's too busy creeping the green camp and not protecting his own ogre, then Colorful might be able to snipe both those items. We saw that before by Kaho, but we should assume that Happy probably now pays attention to that.
This is also interesting because, of course, his creep route was punished heavily by Kaho. And Kaho, if Happy wins here, is going to be the next opponent. And he will pay close attention to Happy's movement here. So I hope Happy prepared some different openings here. Otherwise, might be a little easier for his next opponent. So far, so standard. DK, Ghouls, Demon Hunter, Archers, that is the standard opening. Even though Kaho also played a Keeper on Tidehunters once and won that map. Acolyte pull, as always. But not the greatest effect. Is it Immolation? Is it Mana Burn? What's the opener for Colorful? Little indecisive.
He's going to get those claws. They will certainly be appreciated. And Happy with some coil creeping. Oh, he's only using 2 ghouls for the creeping. This is perhaps a slight new addition. This means he's going to have more lumber and can tech a bit faster. Once that circlet, of course, both do. Very, very fashionable nowadays. And then a tech soon to start.
Alright, good items for both. No aggression on either side, but Happy is back to his circlet, back to his shop usage early on. This was punished before by stealing the entire orange away. Happy exposes that on purpose, of course, but Colorful, as so often, rather not aggressive, rather passive, and building his level 3 Demon Hunter.
Off to a very good start with items. And that is very valuable to have on this map because unlike maps like Last Refuge, there's not that many opportunities to stack up from many different camps. DK finding the ring here, that again will be, yep, a cell. he also would prefer to find the damage instead. And now, with lots of ghouls out on the map, there is damage available, especially if you find a surround. Colorful needs to pay close attention here.
Exactly. There is a Wisp for a detonate. Wants to burn some mana to prevent a coil. Oh, you don't want to get surrounded here. Archer and Wisp in position against that as a little help. And this works fine. Demon Hunter movement on point. And nobody's making progress for that so important level 3.
Thank you, Aider93. It says, greetings from Oldenburg. Thank you, with the resub. Happy on the way forward. This is a maneuver I haven't seen from him in a little while. Level 2 creeping into ghoul aggression to the main base was a very hot ticket for quite some time in this matchup, but we haven't seen it too much lately. Now Colorful gets perhaps a bit surprised by it. One archer goes down, but the rest must be saved.
Okay. Defensive position, the Hunter's Hall out in the open, could be pressured, but the Wisp says, not with you guys. Demon Hunter took some time to join that battle here. And yeah, this was before the 9-minute 30 push. This was spelling doom for all the Night Elves here. But the micro by Colorful looking good. Archers mostly saved, a little bit of pressure thanks to Immolation as well. Not too much Moon Juice used. And the techs are unfolding.
And the reason why this move again makes a lot of sense in the meta right now is because without boots, the Demon Hunter can never chase down and kill the ghouls. If he had boots, there would be an opportunity here to punish, but the fashion now, the trend now is to skip the boots so Happy can go for this play without any risk. Maybe he gets some kills, but even if he doesn't, yeah, expose anything risky here.
KevCell Championship Sunday, let's go! Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Not only are the ghouls saved, also the majority of Wisps and Archers are. Happy immediately queuing the tier 3, even before the second hero, before the slaughterhouse. He wants to build the slaughterhouse, but can't. He's very low on lumber now.
This would be a great game for a Naga second, by the way. Happy hasn't done it in a while, but the Demon Hunter is far from 3. This is the ideal game for Naga, if he had boots, I guess. He doesn't have boots, so that makes it a bit harder.
This could have been scary. Against many other Night Elves, Happy gets 3 archers there, probably a Demon Hunter surround and ends the game, but nope, Colorful did it all very nicely. Lore's coming, tier 3 on the horizon as well, and Naga third. It is a Lich. Happy not listening to you.
And now Crippling continues. DK gonna get level 3 and Colorful with the first big attempt. Want to try to go for the red camp. Whoa!
Ooh.
Happy just lost a ghoul to creeps.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Was he... It wasn't really markering, wasn't building anything. There's also very little scouts out on the map. Little oversight, and this is usually punished. How often did we see Happy with an Invis potion at that very time? This is just a red spot for free and a claw plus 12?
That's quite nice. Should probably put it on the Naga, because the Demon Hunter will be having to run around a lot. Happy though, got to level 3. The Lich is now out. He's looking for his own creep jack.
Okay, Illusion Scout. Kinda tough to get this rock golem with the boulders he tosses, and no mana burn kill possible, of course, as well. Boulder there, Nova, Coil, Naga in trouble, no staff! The block for the illusion, wonderful! He might have lost the ghoul to creeps, but gets that second hero, and we pointed out many times how important it is to creep her up to the level 2 Fort Lightning. That's not gonna be the case here in Colorful. That creep was a little bit too greedy, getting punished hard for it.
That does not feel good. Colorful needs to creep fast if he wants to be ready for the ghouls later. Whether Happy wants to push all in with the ghouls or again use their strength to expand. Could also do that. You mentioned the Invis potion before. Now we see it. Oh my god, if he gets the item steal here.
He doesn't even have to get the last hit. He's probably gonna try though. But it's too late, is he? Yep, absolutely is. Colorful picking up that item immediately. Good choice. And that didn't work out as planned.
Hey guys, when it says 3 out of 5 workers in the gold mine, that is a bug in the overlay. That is not actually the case. Don't worry. Well, actually, sometimes it has been the case, but not here. You can see from the gold that is still left in the mine, and that is still very even. 7,600 for both. Happy also prepped the lab. He got the invuln. Is that lasted? Maybe with the invis. Yep, got it. But the demon got the level 3. That was crucial.
Okay, Watcher Wards, not bad on a map like this. With 3 avenues on the map, you can cover a lot with Watcher Wards, who also like to stay a while there. Bears online, so are destroyers. Happy on concealed, probably not expanding. We don't see an acolyte at the bottom. Colorful still has a scout ready, and this time the demon hunter has to do a better preparation for this push to come. The sheep was blocking for a bit. Demon hunter's getting caught. How do you get out? There's no invuln. There's no staff. There's no first hero anymore.
Colorful. That's not a play you can go for.
Cow?
When you have no tele staff or boots or staff of teleportation. Dude, this feels like a deja vu. Didn't we have something exactly like this like a little while ago? I think so. Hey, you can't take that risk. Not against Happy, bro.
The sheep block was a little unfortunate, but I mean, you can't foresee that. 2 hero kills in the first 10 minutes. That's usually GG. Man, Colorful was so great yesterday. Rock solid play, no mistakes, great timings, amazing punishes of mistakes. And today, it's all a bit different.
With the Naga solo creeping, perhaps he's gonna get level 3, but Happy has gotten so far ahead in resources. He had more than 500 gold right there, could build a big army, 6 supply very soon if he wishes. And he's got 4-3 already. Oh my god, dude. The 4-3-3 timing for him is gonna be ridiculously fast.
I think everything here is gonna be ridiculous, Remo, not gonna lie. Colorful knows he's with his back against the wall. He needs a miracle. We got 2 heal scrolls, 2 invul potions, a tanky DK, and vamp aura for the remaining ghouls. This is an unsolvable puzzle.
Demon is back. We finally have the orb. Naga creeping a bit more. She will get the level 3 here and then has to come home. Supply is actually quite even.
But the levels are definitely in favor of Happy. At least Colorful got 3-3. There was a little solo experience to the Naga, kinda nice. But there are mana points on the destroyer and the damage is so good. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Colorful has to take this fight. Reju on the bear, not bad. He's trying to fight and micro his heart out. Demon Hunter in the middle of it all. It's just dead again.
Get the staff too late this time. Didn't have it at all before. Had it too late now. Colorful not on the execution level to keep up with the Happy. It's very hard, of course, to be on that level. Cow showed it before, and so far today, Colorful is not reaching it.
Not really. Dryad's being focused. Yeah, the Naga is right next to the shop. She can survive a little, but there's the GG. Underwhelming Colorful against Happy. It's so hard, but we've seen his series versus 1-2-0 and versus Lin. He can compete with the best in the world, usually Colorful does. But today is somewhat of an off day. And now he's in the position that Kaho was in on day 1 of the playoffs. He's down 0-2 against Happy. Time to play like Wonder Boy, Colorful.
Yeah, needs to step it up. I would say not 1, but 2 steps. He has to kick into overdrive here. Whatever gear it is, go all the way, baby. Because, yeah, Happy, he made 1 or 2 small errors, but for the most part, Happy here playing outstanding and showing us why he is the bane of most Night Elves. But like you mentioned, Kao beat him before. Kao was in the same position before, but Colorful really needs to clean it up.
Fascinating how the shape of a player can switch from one day to another. It's of course also a matchup thing. Colorful historically pretty good versus Lin, historically pretty bad against Happy. Maybe there is some sort of mental block, but he has to solve this now. He's been in grand finals before. He's won grand finals before. But today is going to be a tough road. 3 maps in a row versus Happy. If you tell me that a week ago, I'd say it's impossible. But Kaho showed that you can. do it on a good day. A 180 switch is necessary, otherwise we have Happy in the top 3, in the lower bracket final, just one step away.
That would then be the rematch against Kao. I'm sure Kao would have preferred to face Colorful, I imagine, but now Happy in a tremendous position as we load onto map number 3. Last Refuge can oftentimes be quite nice for the Demon Hunter. It's good for immolation creeping, ghoul creeping on the other side for the Undead can be a bit tough. Oh, and for that reason we see Happy switching up the build. He is not going for a standard ghoul build, but rather fast DK and late ghouls.
Okay. Little bit of a harass then, huh? Catch some wisps, use some Coil Nova, maybe just right clicks if you're exposed to mana burn. But yeah, I mean, Happy, he's gathered so much experience with just acolytes and skeletons. The DK is a good help in that regard. It's also a second Necropolis again. So, acolyte.
Did Expert play the same build yesterday? No, I think he didn't have a Necro, right?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, but similar. Also, later ghouls, not too much creeping on this map specifically. And the Necro saves the lumber, I guess.
Exactly. We weren't too impressed with this build when Happy played it versus Moon, I think it was. But maybe he switched it up, cleaned it up, and it will impress us now. It's again the Demon Hunter, Colorful's favorite hero, the most impactful hero. Finds a ring first. Happy is donating some HP to the creeps for the circlet, rightfully so. There is corpses already for the Rod of Necromancy, but the Demon Hunter says, you ain't harassing me. Run to the shop, second circlet, that's mine.
And Happy deciding on Coil early, maybe a mistake? Oh, or is it? Oh, the troll. That's a big last hit. DK is coming, and the Coil will be there, and I think that's very good for Happy. Look at the Demon Hunter, 1.4 only. He needs to level. He wants to have fast level 2 and level 3. And with a DK here right around the corner, how's he going to do that now?
That is indeed a problem. On LR, the level breakpoints are somewhat hard to reach. You can't give this up. The first camp a troll steal. Just like that. Can't go for Acolyte Harass really, as that is so easy to replenish now with the second Necropolis. Happy playing a very, very low supply game, but still very effective.
And the big move here was excellent Acolyte play. Happy kept the Acolyte there in position, threatening a possible steal that allowed the DK to get it. And now the Acolyte was drawing attention from the Demon Hunter. He went south, Happy at the time, got the consumable, and now we have Sentry Wards.
Wow, that is very good against hidden archers. Shadow Melt, also vision on the map. Where do you creep? And when do you creep it? Happy uses these knowledge just for murder. Tier 2 halfway done, a big advantage on Happy's side, of course, due to the build. Graveyard is coming along as well. And Colorful already with his back against the wall. Needs some plays now.
Yeah, finally he's going to be able to creep up here. Going for the Merc camp. Happy's going to allow it. He's going to creep himself now that he has a good number of ghouls. Both will be reaching level 2. But Happy's tech looks quite a bit faster, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Almost done. Undead's attacking faster and faster. We've also seen this by X-Lord yesterday. Of course, we all miss the Lich when we don't have it. Or the DK, respectively. Subi Mask for the Demon. Not necessarily the greatest. Could have been nice with Immolation creeping, but we don't have that build. It's Mana Burn and Evasion. No Ancient or War Deny, please. Thank you very much for that. And Mercenaries on Colorful side.
Both are continuing to creep. Demon Hunter soon gonna be 3. I also like the fact that Happy is going for the shop, because if he doesn't go for the shop early, once the Naga is out, Colorful can have a real opportunity to steal both consumables for himself. And Happy doesn't want to allow that, especially when the item is the big healing. How good, how important that item is nowadays.
Right on. With all the hero focus that we've seen, 3 hero kills on map 2 tells the story already. So Happy cleans this up. It's an inch away. There we go. From level 3, Slaughterhouse, tier 3, everything in order. Colorful is looking for that shop already. Sees, huh? Oh, wow. Oh, damn. You've been here already? Oh, damn. That's not good.
Happy's plan is working out perfectly. Like from the Acolyte side at the beginning, to the scouting, DK movement, last hit steals, anticipation of the opponent. Happy. You know, it wasn't a very action-packed early game, but the game plan comes together perfectly. Outstanding play so far by Happy.
Kahu, take notes. It's likely that this might happen to you as well. DK has a coil, and that is of course going on to the Shadow Priest. Another kill. Ooh, rough series by Colorful. This doesn't give me too much hope that there's a big turnaround coming.
And this all kind of happened because the Demon Hunter went south to kill the Acolyte, which gave Happy time to get the item because the Sentry Ward enabled all of this. Enabled the movement, enabled the ability to dodge the Demon Hunter, enabled the creep, enabled the creep jack, enabled the kill. Sentry Wards, like Lawlite told me long ago, can win you games.
Lawlite is a smart man. We all know. How do you get experience now? Demon Hunter levels are good, but that's kind of about it. Ooh, I was waiting for the coil, but mana just wasn't there yet. Overseer goes to Colorful, but the Berserker being blocked here. Chip damage. Another coil ready in 9. This should be time for the Berserker to go to the Moon Worlds, but against Happy's movement, you never really know. Let's go, actually, to save the coil for another day.
Yeah, that was a pretty big mistake. Could have gotten that one. Maybe he didn't look at his mana pool or something. That was very weird. Would have been a big kill for Happy. That would have cemented an even better position for him. But even gods, apparently, can make mistakes. But the DK is still successfully so creating space, buying time for the Lich, who again is solo leveling very effectively. That's a big camp, dude. This lab is going to give him like 2.5 or something right away.
Will also take some time. In a fire, Ogre is hard to kill. And Colorful is trying to get that red spot. Of course, it's been scouted. Of course, Happy is there. That is level 2 Lich, as you said. Is it the Invis potion once again, I wonder? He doesn't have a mana to steal the big Ogre with the coil. Yeah, Invis potion it is. Oh, the right click. Don't give Happy the right click. Everything's blocked and the Fork Lightning guarantees it. Nicely done. Unholy Aura. Wonderful item.
Happy again getting a bit blocked there by enemy units. That happened before already. Not the perfect movement, but a good attempt regardless. Lich now coming in from the south. Both ready, players ready to fight.
Archer down immediately. Focus fire on the ghoul. Can Colorful take out some ghouls prior to the big push? That's 1. That's 2. Not the worst opener to these skirmishes. Demon Hunter, of course, down to 50%. We don't have a staff just yet. Gotta play it careful. And he does. Little exclamation mark for Colorful.
Happy at the tavern. Here we go. Third hero time. It is the Naga. Is this finally the true all-in ghoul push, which was so threatening? Or is Happy just going to play a soft contain? Could also do that. Threatening to creep away. The camp now. Dude, everything is still so hurt for Colorful.
That is correct. Needs the Ritu to run. These Dryads on a silver platter. Gets the last hit on the Demon Hunter. Important. Level 2 evasion helps a lot. And Destroyers not up in the air just yet, so the Ritu runs through. But you have to contest this. You can't give this up. So much experience on the line.
There's no abolish yet. The Wand of the Wind could be huge. Colorful made the mistake before of forgetting about abolish. But first he wants to build an army. 2 more Dryads are coming. But then he must get the upgrade.
Another red spot up for grabs. Is that a chance for Colorful to even out the levels? Heal Scroll, Invo Potion, so important. Happy takes them. Also the Overseer. He's getting into the perfect position and is preparing the knockout punch for the 3-0.
Colorful now, far from home. Does he want to fight here? He's almost ready, but still lacking that abolish upgrade. And his Naga, of course, also not super high level. Items, though, looking good, I would say. Demon Hunter also looking strong. And Happy, again, didn't commit to the all-in. We still have lots of creeps on this map.
Can Colorful buy more time? The win condition is usually crows. We haven't seen an attempt, not even the building for Crows in Colorful in this series. It's one of the better games for him so far, despite the early game. He was fighting back, taking some red spots, getting some wins, but Happy, of course, still hungry for XP, can fall back, creep so much, as you said, and now it's up to Colorful to be a little more aggressive.
Colorful is assessing the situation with the Demon Hunter. He sees the other heroes are very low mana, but there is a heal throw on Happy, which can always be big. And the Naga got 3. This might be a good timing for Colorful. He can push in, perhaps. He's got the Abolish, but he's feeling a bit hesitant.
Understandable, I'd say. Not the necessary upgrades yet. There's no defend upgrades in the works right now. No heal scroll, no invo potion. You don't want to throw away your tournament life because you're overconfident.
He could have tried for it, though. He had 4 and 3, good levels. Happy didn't have the level up yet. That was the triple level up right there for Happy.
Ooh. Okay, you might have been right. I give you that. That's bad. Ring of the Archmagi as well puts it on the DK, interestingly. Still so many consumables to work with. Colorful has exactly 0.
Maybe Colorful wanted to wait for nighttime. Now it is nighttime. He has superior vision, but he missed an opportunity to fight with more advantageous hero levels. But he's getting a decent army. More Dryads coming in from the main base. 85 supply, but Happy has yet to move more Destroyers.
Oh, one of them has mana. 2 up in the air. Oh, this is so much damage by the Orb of Annihilation once more. First bear out, second bear killed with ease. Lots of focus on the DK. There is no TP, but there is this big potion that he found 4 or 5 minutes ago. And Frostmourne is just cleaning house. We're switching the target onto the Lich, switches the Invo potion, is safe for now. The Fiend damage onto the DK, interesting. A little bit missed focus here for a second, and Fiends are falling. Colorful is competitive.
Absolutely, getting some kills. The Demon Hunter is looking strong, and he has the staff to heal up and return.
Oh, the scroll was used already as well. Heroes on the menu. The Dryads are still there for some crowd control. So is the Naga. Staff needs to be there, though. Needs to be there. Colorful. Whoo, unlike Concealed Hill, he's keeping the heroes safe. Dryads can cover the retreat now. Demon Hunter just goes straight back into the fight. The Dryad can't be taken out immediately. If Colorful gets a hero kill now, it could all turn around. But there was one more coil to the rescue, but that was definitely the last one.
Yeah, there was a coil, and there was no burn. Why didn't he burn it? With the burn, maybe he gets the kill, although not clear. Main damage here is certainly coming from the demon with the Orb of Venom. The bears have all been taken out with so many destroyers in the air. It's always weird to go back into bears, but I guess he has to at least have a few of them.
For Riju at the very, very least. Missed opportunity for Colorful to get a kill here. This game is still in Happy's favor now. But at least Colorful can do some damage. Is it too little? Is it too late?
Happy also doesn't have that many Fiends left, so dealing with the Dryads might be a bit difficult. The next upgrade for the Dryads and Bears is coming. 1-1 on the way. Supplies are pretty even. Happy has no upgrades of his own. And the next big prize is the Ogre Lord and the big item.
Colorful was burning the Lich. DK has mana again and a mana potion. Has to get it now. And doesn't do too much as the coil was ending up on the DH anyway. With the Fork Lightning, can you steal this Ogre? Because there's no Nova, no Fork Lightning on the other side. Colorful still with chances here. Lots of Destros onto the bear. Pretty bad connection. But okay, fixes it now. 3 bears moving forward, trying to catch some Fiends. The damage is massive, coming in with the Fork Lightning. But these bears, man, need staffs. Is on cooldown, is off cooldown. Saves it for now. 2 bears falling. Creeps are getting involved. Happy's catching some flak from the right-hand side.
Both players seemingly taking lots of losses. Hero kills might be an opportunity. Demon Hunter on the chase. He's looking strong.
Naga looking not as strong, and that's the first kill finally for Colorful. Can he save the Naga? The Unholy Aura to the rescue. More crowd control by Colorful, taking out that Fiend as well. All of a sudden, it's looking good for the Chinese Knight. Finally, he can seize his potential, and now we're ready for this series.
I think Colorful is targeting the right units. Go for the heroes or the Fiends. Don't kill the destroyers. When they're out of mana, they're not really worth the supply. I think that's something that Knights need to do more and more. Of course, if you can only attack the destroyers, then do so. But if there's something else in range, then go for that.
Exactly. tickle damage as much as a Spirit Walker, these destroyers. Little bit of mana now. Happy needs to be fast, because Colorful is about to backstab. Could be a high ground position for Happy. He has no TP. A Destro falls just like that. Item is the Hood of Cunning. Was it all worth it? I don't know. Happy is caught there. DK, he can't get out. The Dryads close the door. The Demon Hunter seals the deal. And the Creeps get the kill, don't they? No, the Mana Burn does. Level 5, level 4, GG. Happy is mortal and Colorful is still alive.
All right, Colorful looking much better here. Much better showing than the first two maps. Those were very one-sided. But here, Last Refuge starting to look like a better and better Night Elf map nowadays. Colorful playing well here. And Happy maybe with one or two mistakes. Perhaps too many destroyers. And also Burrow lacking. If he had that Burrow, he could have saved way more Fiends. This is something we saw by him before. But also great control by Colorful. Finally able to make use of his great micro potential.
Exactly. He did it so well. All the mechanics are finally coming together. It took him round about 45 minutes, but now he's apparently online. And is this just history repeating? Is this just the winner bracket quarterfinal all over again, where Happy had a 2-0 lead versus Kaho and then blew it? Or is it going to be one of these series where you poke the bear and then he eats you? No break, no rest for the wicked, just straight up game 4. Happy still with match points for the lower bracket final versus Kaho, but Colorful, do not underestimate him.
Tidehunter is a map where in the past we saw quite a bit of Keeper, but against Happy that rarely works. That being said, Kaho did make it work in one of the craziest games of the tournament, and Happy, he's playing the same build from Last Refuge, despite it failing, with a fast DK and delayed ghouls. But I think the build wasn't really the problem there.
Some of our subs are not changing the build as well, like Moisan, 32 months of subbing back to Warcraft. Thank you very much. Also Nilado for the 11 month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every single sub saves Warcraft 3 esports step by step. Colorful bottom right hand side, Happy upper left. The heroes, the early game units, they won't change, but Warcraft 3 is more than that. It's about movement on the map, it's about creep route, it's about aggressions, and it's especially about timings. Can Colorful tie up this series on Happy's map?
This could have, by the way, been a super strong, fast expansion map for Happy. Knowing that it's Colorful, it's so likely that it's going to be Demon Hunter, right? This map is very good for fast expo. But like we mentioned before, Happy mostly tries to avoid that kind of game. So he's probably going to be playing attack here instead. Again.
Maybe saving the strats for the game, for the lower bracket final already. But Kaho, of course, a way different beast. Demon Hunter gets the kill, gets the item. And no Engine of War deny on the second creep as well. The DK this time, not a big potential to steal anything. And that's not what he does. He's creeping the turtle.
Happy nowadays seems to be always want to be in the center of the map to get that circlet, do a bit of creeping, get the fast tech rolling. The Demon Hunter can get the experience lead here with Immolation. His creeping is good, especially at some of the smaller camps. There's Skelly here, don't tell me.
No, 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 no! Oh my god! He prevents level 2! Again and again and again, just for a little bit. But it's more about kicking off the DK levels than preventing the DH levels. Just a wonderful play.
He does it again and again. Happy, really, really impressive. Not just Skellies, also Acolytes. You've seen it a bunch of times in this tournament already. We again see a faster tech by Happy, like it was on LR.
I'm so scared already seeing that Cloak of Shadows in Happy's inventory. The amount of plays that he can create with just that. Now he moves over to the natural. Relatively easy to creep, not much damage. The Wisp scouts it. And he knows what's up. That is time for the Ogre. One of the 3 big consumables on this map goes to Colorful.
Slipper's also nice to have. The Throw the Bees, of course, a little less so. That's why it's going to be sold. But it's good gold. Nice influx of cash here. Happy making it over to the marketplace. He's a bit too late. And now perhaps the first aggressive move.
Oh, DH is hurt. Lots of Night Elves played on the edge. Is that the damage threshold for the coil? Not ready. That would be 70 HP. So Demon Hunter is safe, had to abandon the camp, otherwise everything is way too fragile at the moment. DH super low, archers of course get torn apart by skeletons and ghouls in seconds. Can Colorful get a little revenge arrow for that skeleton? He's trying to, but a Colorful is no happy.
Demon's gonna come back, can use the mana burns. And I'd say so far pretty good for Colorful. Didn't lose any archers, which is always important to keep in mind. And very hard to avoid indeed against Happy. Really good positioning by Colorful, like it so far. Next thing he needs, of course, is the level 3. And maybe think about boots, but, well, at the moment, they don't wanna.
So fascinating how every single map this is a topic. Happy though. Goes for the Naga. This is some tempo play. Wants to punish it. Goes to the Demon Hunter. Very important. Everything is revealed. All the archers up for grabs. Oh boy. That is stressful. Now the counter Naga.
That was a bit weird by Colorful. It almost looked like he was begging for that creep drag. I mean, it's tier 2 time. The tavern's right there. He's creeping the camp. He doesn't have a second hero. Happy was kind of forced to play the Naga there. It was the perfect opportunity to go for the Naga, and he did. 2-for-1 trade on archers versus ghouls. But what it means is Happy's going to have a Lich third, so Frost Armor is going to become relevant later.
I worry for Colorful's TP. There's a Naga with boots and Frost Arrow and a coil. Colorful goes home, but that is a 300 gold item gone. And tier 3 is on the horizon.
Oh, dude, look at the corpse. The, what's it called? The snapper, the crab thingy, has the same corpse as a fiend. I never saw that before.
Maybe it's a fiend in disguise.
Aren't fiends and crabs like kind of related anyways?
Probably.
5 head.
They have a lot of legs and look kind of scary, so I see the maybe one family.
Spooky spooters. I like the items though for Colorful. I mean, he lost the TP, he lost the archers. He might be falling behind on experience, but wait, actually, no, he's not. But items looking great. He's got some rings, slippers, claws. He can work with that.
Yeah, love it. Claws +8 especially. Happy's inventory on the other side. Uncharacteristically empty. How often did he go to the marketplace and stack up everything, buy all the claws, mental, circlets? Not really the case here. Colorful playing a good creeping game, goes for the next rat spot. This might be a bit problematic, but look at this Wisp block, man. I'm in love with that creep. The next consumable is a health stone, and that is fantastic.
Yeah, that's an amazing item for the Demon Hunter. Love to see it. And we don't have an invuln yet, by the way, on either side.
Happy gets the experience for level 3, that is fine, but the cheese has already been taken from the bread. Colorful is like playing a high-paced game this time. If you compare this to Northern Isles, where it was a little sloppy, a little slow, a little indecisive, here we're just jumping from one camp to the next.
Happy though also getting quite a bit done. He knows now with the Lich and Frenzy he's going to be way stronger out in the open. Colorful should be try to be safe back at home. Bit of accuracy is okay, but the more bears he's gonna get, the less relevant it will be. So with the Naga second, is Happy this time truly gonna commit? We'll see.
Oh, he's getting in position. Wisp getting sniped. Flute, of course, amazing for a Demon Hunter with Orb to attack destroyers, but we pointed out before how that is less relevant now than in previous metagames. Happy taking a step back, not rushing into the Night Elf base. Colorful was in the perfect position for that. Little supply lead, levels are fine. And now the burns have to work.
And the creeping just continues. Happy is getting quite a bit of the bottom left of the map. This is always very rewarding. Also in consumables. Health stone on one side, healing potion on another. Colorful in the center. Thinking about maybe forcing an attack across the map. That might be a bit dangerous.
Could also buy a lot of time. We have an invo potion now on the Naga, plus the orb. Calm before the storm. Again, Colorful's tournament life on the line. If he loses one more map, then he's out. And Happy's advancing into the top 3. Brave move by Colorful. Demon Hunter still needs to work on these mana bars.
That's kind of cool though by Colorful. He saw that with the demon that Happy was creeping in the south, so he knows he can creep the lab now. Gets a Sobi mask. Not bad for the Naga. She is now a level 3. But Happy is almost on 3-3-3 with the Lich knocking on the door. Not many creeps left on the map. Happy now. Again, eagerly thinking about a push. Especially that Hunter's Hall is very attackable.
Okay, is that important? Maybe it is. Wellspring on the way. No defense upgrades yet. Colorful was scouting in the north. Happy pulled back. Is there an expansion maybe going on? But it absolutely isn't. So the entire Night Elf army has to run back. He rebought the TP, but decided he doesn't need it. And with this Ancient of War here, this could be a very good position if he gets rid of that mana. I sound like a broken record, but it remains true. Destroyers have some mana. Orb of Annihilation against the Bear. He feels it immediately, but the Demon Hunter with Immolation standing in the front row take care of all the ghouls. Also the Destro. DK versus D8. It's the never-ending battle. Both go low. We have a health stone, we have a health potion, but that opens up the focus fire on a Lich. Colorful for now, smashing that fight. Demon Hunter with an invo potion can stay right next to the Lich, and Happy has barely anything left but the heal potion on that Naga. Switches the focus on the second hero of Colorful. Gotta be careful with chasing once again. Dryad Spears, Dryad Slow leads to the first kill right here. Can he save his hero? He absolutely can with that town portal. Damage is done. Naga still alive? Town portal gets it. Big win for Colorful.
Yeah, Happy here perhaps overextending a bit into the enemy main base. A lot of consumables had to be used right there. Happy has the advantage in the middle of the map. He could get the next invul. That's a big deal. Very surprised he's not going there. Thinking perhaps on cooldown? Or did he check it already? The next invul is crucial.
For the next fight, only one shop, and Happy's moving away from it. Colorful, are you brave enough to go for that shop, or do you just expect Happy to take it? If it's not on cooldown, otherwise it would display in the overlay at the 12 o'clock.
Yeah, very strange. Very strange that Happy didn't get that invuln. You got 3-3-3 now, DK almost 4. But Colorful now has Ultra Vision advantage and is looking for the punish.
And it is nighttime, exactly. Red spot attack, no TP, no consumable. Colorful, you can do this. GNL Bear sniped immediately, that's level 4. Lich getting coiled, that was the last one. Naga up for grabs again. Statue trying the best to heal. Is the army for Colorful ready? It looks really, really slow and really, really tiny. First Dryad down, Bear down. Maybe it was all a trap if Colorful is not getting a hero kill here. This was not worth it.
Colorful has such a tough time chasing because again he doesn't have boots. The Naga has boots. Look how fast she is. Just running away. Demon hardly can catch up.
Can dispel, should dispel. Here we go. The Frost Armor. Dryad did a good job. Mana burn 2 HP. Oh, this would have been the play. But now the Naga of Colorful is up for grabs. Needs the heal scroll. Where is the damage? Colorful. There is no TP. Invo potion. There it is now. And the staff should be ready. But Happy just wants the hero. Oh no. Dryad control must be grand. Naga slithers away, but the Demon Hunter's on his own. So close. Now we close to a coil. There is the coil. Oh no, bears are falling as well. Happy gets creep checked at a rat spot with slow and boulders and clap, and he loses 0 units and instead decides to just completely annihilate his opponent and advance into the lower bracket final. That's class.
Yeah, very well done by Happy. Was ready for that creep jack. Many of us have been in the same position before. You think, now it's time to go. Push, push, push. Creep check, creep check, creep check. But you notice too late, your army isn't all there together. It's in a Congo line. Much of it is lagging behind, like the Naga was. And Happy was there, all bundled up, ready to receive the Night Elf on the approach. The beginning of the fight was terrible for Colorful, and he couldn't chase full hero kills because of no boots. I think it might be time again to reconsider those boots.
Maybe it was just a little damage roll as well. That Naga had 2 HP. That was about it. If he dispels the frost armor earlier, maybe that's the necessary lack of damage reduction then. But from here on out, Colorful needs an absolute miracle. 20 food down. Very good undead hero levels. Very good Happy inventory. All signs point toward a rematch of Happy versus Wonderboy Kaho.
Got another heal scroll as well. Gonna creep up the rest of the marketplace. Naga now also level 4. That's a sick cold arrow, by the way. Yamana's gonna be slowed like crazy.
Here we go. Needs a crazy Hail Mary to work. A DK kill, a Lich kill. Something along those lines, but against Frost Armor and Invu Potions and Heal Scrolls and without a Demon Hunter. That is just impossible. Oh, Colorful. Out of the tournament, a top 4 run for him. Not bad. He exceeded expectations, I think. But man, in the end, it's Happy. A little sad that Colorful came online a little later. The first 2 maps were disasters. The third was really good. The fourth was competitive. But that is not enough if you want to eliminate Happy.